Arundel sent us a report on on the ordnance, but apparently they're one big black box. My guess is each one is customized to suit its user, and they've made them impossible to analyze from the outside. Well, that's pain. Interesting. Have them send them here. I like to look upon the VII company's latest technology with my own eyes. What? Well, maybe I can negotiate for one of the models. Either way, the summer festival begins the day after tomorrow. We received a notice to capture and disable Calvert Special Forces by the end of the day tomorrow. This notice isn't from Heimdall City Hall, but the Imperial Government itself, personally signed by Chancellor Osborne, the Blood and Iron Chancellor. But it makes sense, the day after tomorrow is the festival. After receiving the notice, the Intelligence Division, Railway Military Police, and Heimdall Military Police have all increased patrols in the city. In addition, both the Guild and the main campus will begin to act at full capacity. However, it seems the agents have thoroughly investigated the network of tunnels underneath the capital. There's a chance we'll be unable to apprehend them if they run into the secret passage. 4 p.m. tomorrow. If things are not settled by then, the government will invoke martial law and call in the 4th Armored Division. What? They go that far? That will send the civilians into a panic. Yet it's the most logical option. How interesting that I should be invited to such a celebration. Perhaps I should bring a gift. She's crazy, Phil. Orlando, Herschel, by combat tactics and military financing too. We'll create 2 mixed teams. Orlando and I will each lead one and comb through the underground tunnels in the west half of Heimdall. We'll eradicate our unwanted guests and this scarlet aroma grab all at once. Whoa, where is this coming from all of a sudden? We can't eradicate the Special Forces agent. It's simply a figure of speech. I don't know about that shit. You might be clean these people in two. But it will certainly be encouraging to have the principal in the field with us. Even more so if Herschel and I handle the communications and backup too. In that case, I'll prepare communication wave amplifiers for you. If you use it well, you'll be able to build a communication network underground. If I provide the main campus and the guild with them as well, this should work. Something like that even exists? Oh, right. George gave us some on our field study 2 years ago. It was originally my invention. He seems to have made some improvements, however. I thought they might prove useful or something or other, so I brought them along. What a strange coincidence. You should have told us you brought something like that sooner. What a jackass. That boy ain't bat an eye about it either. He's just like, yeah, I don't really give a shit. You guys, they need him anyway. Well, alright then. Guess I'll go get ready. I'm a little worried about the students, but I'm sure they'll be fine with the principal and Randy. It's important we stay in contact with the guild and main campus too. And Class 7 and I will continue to patrol the capital and the surrounding areas. I'm certain there are things in the shadows that can only be revealed by brace of work. Besides, we'll have those reliable connections of yours watching the camp for us while we're away. That's exactly right. Oh, by the way, isn't it almost time? You're right. I need to excuse myself soon. Well, your meeting may also serve as a good way to exchange information with a number of parties. However, don't get back too late. However, don't get back too late. Come on, it's a long-awaited reunion. Getting back tomorrow morning might be a bit much, but staying out past midnight will be fine, yeah? Have fun, Reem. I will, but does that mean you're not... I think I'll pass this time. I still have a bunch of things I need to get ready for tomorrow, and I need to contact the Marquis. Understood. I'll make sure to talk to everyone about Angelica and George, too. Yes, please. Be sure to say hi to everyone for me. Off you go, then. Alright. So it's time to go meet up with the peoples. 7 p.m. at the Guild on Vesta Street. I should be able to make it by bike. Once I'm done getting ready, I'll leave camp. Well, now you kind of got this lull. You can go around and speak to everyone. See what they got to say. We'll flush those rats out of the tunnels tomorrow. I can't wait to see what Calvin's special forces can do. Well, I don't think you of all people need to worry. Please take care of the students. Yes, of course. Be sure to enjoy your reunion. This is a rare chance for you. Go ahead and let loose. I think I will. Thank you. Well, she got a gun over here on her. Oh, they training? Hey, Instructor Reem. Is something wrong? No, just checking up. What are you two doing here? Oh, this? Leonora asked me for help. Yeah, I'm just having Allie help me cool off. I sparred with Randy and the principal earlier, too. Sorry for the trouble. I was just feeling a little on edge. It's fine. Clumsileus does all the fighting anyway. Okay, I understand. Just be sure you don't overdo it. Did she say she sparred with Randy and the principal? It's a tough-ass girl.
What can I get you today?
I don't know if I had anything
Give
extra.
it a try. You've got good taste. Give it a try. What can I get you today?
This curious cuisine thing that he has going on. I think this is the best thing with the elements. You know, this is good too because of the 300 EP you get back. This right here though, yeah, beautiful item. I don't think you get this during the regular playthrough though. I don't know if you get the Z.
Give it a try.
I think you only get it in the second playthrough. Ladies, so Lady Angelica's brooch was found. Is it brooch or brooch? I never really. It was like brooch. I think it's brooch. I've heard Marquise Ragnar hasn't been able to reach her. I don't have any proof or anything, but I'm sure she's fine. Don't you think? You're right. She wouldn't go down without a fight. Further, sitting here depressed won't help anything. We should just believe in her and wait. Thank you. Oh no, you don't have to thank me. Angelica, where are you? George too. Nobody knows. Yeah, I can't go through that one. Talk to Valimore. Will you be meeting your friends from the old Class 7 ring? Yeah, I'm going to take my bike to Heimdall. Sorry, Valimore. I'm going to have to need you to ask you to wait here. Understood. I hope you enjoy your long-awaited reunion tonight. I will. Thanks. Where is everybody at? There's Schmidt. Professor, are you preparing the amplifier already? These things are best finished early. I've already checked the basic functions. A few more durability tests should do it. You're as fast as ever. That dude, he always gave this weird vibe to me, like Oh yeah, definitely need to go in here and shower up.
Oh, this is nice.
Oh, you haven't left yet? Sorry, I'm just feeling a little restless. Well, I get how you feel. It's always nice seeing old friends. I like to do so myself soon. But I guess that bird's already flown in the cage for now. No pun intended. Right. I shouldn't be keeping you. You gotta go meet up with your home friends. Just be sure you don't come back too late. Sure thing. Randy, Randy is retarded. What are you two planning to do for summer festival? I don't know much about Heimdall. Me neither. This place is always too big for me where I want to go. I feel the same actually. But since we're all new to the city, how about we walk around together? It might be fun to explore together, right? That's not a bad idea. I agree. Let's do it. Have fun. Yeah. Got the moon truffles with everyone's help. I should do this on another day. Oh, okay. So, that's I said it at first. Damn it! I completely forgot about that. Yeah, you have to give it to her on the second day. Oh God, is he talking about girls again? Oh, so Wayne went back home. Yeah, he's probably there by now. You sure you want to stay here, Kurt? Didn't you get permission to leave? Well, I already stopped back home during our special ops mission, so I figured there was no need to go back now. Man, you gotta chill, Kurt. You're always so serious. I'm sure that super hot mom of yours wants to see you. You gonna get shot? Did Ash tell you? He sure did. You really have a one-track mind. Alright, man. Catching the L. The hell is Ash? Instructor Reen, you're going to meet with the older members of Class 7. I mean, of the old Class 7, right? Hope you have a great time. Thank you, Tita. You're working in the kitchen today? Why don't you rest a little bit? Working in the kitchen is like taking a break from me. Don't even worry about it. If you're sure, I'll be heading out then. I'll let the others know you said hi, especially Elisa. Thanks. Alright, I think that's it. Music over here. Drinking tea. Well, snacks. Yeah. Just drinking tea, I guess. Where in the hell is Ash? There's Michael. Togo. Ah, there he is. Oh, Instructor Reen. Off to meet those pretty ladies, eh? Call me Jelly. Don't put it like that. I'm just going to meet up with my classmates. Yeah, sure. Another group of beautiful women you're always just meeting up with. But jokes aside, you seriously need a day off, man. Put the request aside for once and go relax with your pals. Okay, Ash. Will do. Right, Ash. About that horse racing sweepstakes. Ah, so... Ah, yeah. So they'll even let students enter, huh? Not a bad find. I remember that contest. You mail your prediction in, and the winners get some nice prizes. Crow was practically giddy. Oh, that's right. I remember him talking about that. I remember him mentioning that. He was practically giddy when he found out about it. I remember him. I actually remember him bringing that up in the conversation. All right, let's get on out of here. We're meeting at 7 p.m. Should I get going? Yes, we should. Instructor Ring. Have fun. Please send our regards to the old Class 7. Although it does make me a bit jealous. Well, it is the day that Instructor Ring has been waiting for so long. Please have a good time. You're gonna have all the babes there wrapped around this. That's all he keeps thinking about. Hey. Oh, yes. And if the lady of one's heart happens to be there, things can catch fire quickly. Really? Come on, there won't be any of that. Okay, I'll see you all later. You have special ops missions to do tomorrow, so eat well and get lots of rest. Understood. Get out of here already. Well, let's hop on the bike and roll. Hmm. The whole crew. Would definitely be cool to see them as like older adults. I know they kind of going through the series on the other side of the new series is dealing with Calvert and the east side of everything. They're sprinkling in some characters from these games. Gonna be on time at least. Now this chapter is just very dialogue heavy in the beginning, but I promise you, when the shit hits the fan, it hit the fan in this game, and it's very like straight to the ending. It's like it's just action cut straight through, and then the ending is like, bam, just like that, and it's a wrap. And it's just like this is the one game where it just wrapped up and it was quick, and I was like, wow. Like you'll see what I mean when we get there. The Bracer Guild's branch office is up those stairs to the left. Is everyone there already? We could head on up and go see the crew. The guild's crest, they put it up again. And I sense a lot of people inside. Nice.
Ah, there he is. Come in, come in.
Pardon me?
Really, dude? Like they didn't know you was coming. Everybody meaning, hey, all got shots.
Oh, Reen, you're finally here.
Oh. Guess I'm last. Sorry to have kept you.
No worries. You're right on time.
Besides, we all know you had your field exercises to deal with.
Well, as fully grown members of society and working professionals, we should be in the habit of arriving 10 minutes early.
Oh, shut up, bro.
Says the man who waltzed in a mere 5 minutes ago.
See?
The guild branch's reopening came at a good time.
Yes, I'm sure most restaurants are completely full around now.
I can hardly believe we were all finally able to meet up again.
I know, right? Especially since we're all so dang busy these days.
That's right. We'll certainly have a lot to talk about tonight. Good grief.
Now, everyone. No need to dive into the serious stuff right away. Come on, it's our first big reunion since you all graduated. Let's cut loose a little.
Perhaps it would be best to start this reunion with a series of tender embraces. And not just among the women, of course. All your male classmates should enjoy the comfort of each other's arms, too.
What?
What?
Not on my
Hell
life.
no!
I said, what? Hell no.
Sharon!
Bruh.
Same as ever.
Like, you
Yes.
tripping, bro.
It's almost a little surprising.
The time and place may be different, but in the end, we're all the same people.
Well,
Somewhat.
we have all been chatting it up on that app of ours.
When you put it that way, it kind of takes the drama out of things.
You talking about the fella should enjoy each other's embrace. Wolf's like, what? Hey, fucking playing. It's not happening. Mm. Yep.
Hey, you grew taller. Lisa, you grew even prettier. And Emma, you grew even chestier.
Oh, wow.
I was hoping you wouldn't mention that.
She always talking about that
That
girl,
hairstyle
too.
makes you look like an old man.
Dude, you're one to talk.
Reen, you and Gaius are just way too tall now.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
Gaius is up there.
I think I'm done growing now.
Out of all of us, you seem to have grown the least, Milliam.
Excuse you! I grew one whole reach.
I think a reach is an inch. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a foot. She was very little in the beginning.
We finally fulfilled our promise.
Yeah. Elisa, everyone, thanks.
That boy finna start crying.
Oh, please. For what?
It's not like we all got together just for your sake, you know.
Machias is blushing.
Well, we are celebrating Reen's graduation too.
Yes. After we had left, he stayed behind to uphold the spirit of Class 7.
Not to mention he's the one in charge of the next generation of Class 7ers.
It's been said before, but you truly are the core of our group, Reen.
Thank you for everything.
You guys.
We're starting to sound way too sappy.
Yeah, it is.
Starting to. You guys have all been like this for years.
She
I
got a
suppose
point.
there's no avoiding it. Today especially.
In any event, we have the party set up in the back. I've prepared more than enough alcohol, so please enjoy provided you're old enough.
Oh man, I get to have Sharon's cooking again.
I can't wait.
I knew I smelled something tasty.
Is that good?
Alright, give me the biggest, frothiest mug of beer you got.
You're nowhere near being old enough to drink.
Boy. Can you imagine that Milliam getting drunk? Oh no. Should have Eric Geltman around there busting holes in walls and shit. They all proceeded to savor the delicious meals Sharon had prepared for them. Between bites and compliments to the chef, they shared what they'd been doing since their last met-up. The adults had their fill of beer, some more than others, looking at Sarah, while the younger members enjoyed soft drinks. Together, they flipped through the album Toa had given Reen and reminisced about the past. Afterwards, Nine today. I believe I shall excuse myself now. Please enjoy the rest of your time here together, everyone. Thanks for all the food, Sharon. Yeah, it was delicious. Let's go drinking together again sometime. Alright, see you later. Is your mom going to be arriving in Heimdall soon, Lisa? Yeah, she's taking the red-eye flight here with grandfather. Both of them were invited to the party being held at the palace. It's likely Sharon went to go pick them up. However, it's just as likely she simply wished to give us privacy. I suppose, after all, she's at least a little bit related to the things we were planning to talk about tonight. Yeah, I agree. Man, she's getting way too caught up in the past. Oh yeah, have we checked this place for bugs, mics, all that surveillance stuff? Yep, top to bottom. There are many such devices found in Heimdall over the course of the day. Most of them hidden in government buildings. With that in mind, we should get down to business. Indeed. Let us begin. A year ago, when all of us, save Rean, were allowed to graduate early, we promised each other that 1 year past we would have a reunion. Yeah, it felt like so long ago, but time has really flown since then. Identify the path Erebonia is headed down and determine how Class 7 will act. That's what you said we'd do. Yes, the night after we survived the trial of the Revia Corridor. When I first heard you say it, it sounded like your usual nonsense. To be fair though, we all had a bad feeling. The things we heard in the Infernal Castle that day we lost Crow. Yeah, and everything that Chancellor Osborne and the Governor General said about the direction they're leading Erebonia in. And about the Phantasmal Blaze plan the Chancellor stole from Ouroboros. We need to worry about both what's happening on the surface and what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah. All the stuff we heard about then is finally starting to happen now. Indeed, the incidents that occurred this spring are proof. Let's begin by discussing the political situation occurring publicly. Yeah, I'm not really in any place to say it, but things have gotten pretty darn bad. I'm also curious what role Ouroboros and Calvert played behind the scenes in the Northern War. Now, the Northern War he's talking about, I think it was him, Sarah, Aurelia, and I want to say Altina, I think were the main people from this particular set of people that were involved. They're making an anime about the Northern War from the point of view of another character who hasn't been introduced in the games yet. At least I don't know about the further games, but she hasn't been introduced up to this point. But they're doing an anime based around her, based on the Northern War, what exactly happened. Let's see. And the Imperial government's military decisions lately are just as suspicious. 12 of those new model railway cannons have been completed already, and 4 of them used to attack orders were carried to Crossville. They carried those enormous things all the way from the canyon. The way I hear it, they had a brand new airship with more than enough muscle for the job. A 250 Arch class ship called the Gargantua, I think. I've heard that name before. And it seems like they're working on making even more of them. All the audits happening all over the place lately made me realize Mira, people, information, they're all being channeled into a few key projects. The 8 Metropolis plan especially. All the tax money in the entire empire has been consolidated in Heimdall and converted into a never before seen amount of military funds. Seems pretty clear what's going on. Yeah, all these things point to the same goal. The invasion of the Republic of Calvert. There's no mistaking it. Yeah. Calvert spies being here only serve to reinforce that hypothesis. So that means their goal is not sabotage but gathering information. Yeah, if they actually went and did anything, the war would be right the war would be on right there, then and there. Jesus Christ. They're probably trying to figure out the D-Day when the invasion's planned to start. Just like I thought. Touring around the Empire, I heard of rumors here and there suggesting there'd be a war. I wouldn't be surprised if my mother knew about this already too. Between the railway cannons, the new airships, and the mass production of tanks and panzer soldats, there's no way she could have greenlit all those projects without knowing what they were for. On top of that, there's a huge factory being constructed in Crossville. But given all that, the question becomes, why? War between the two massive countries could ravage most of the continent. It's true that Erebonia and Calvert have been at it like cats and dogs for hundreds of years, but are they really just going to throw down? A war that size would bring international trade to a screeching halt, so none of the other countries are going to be too pleased. Besides, in order to start a war, they need authorization from the Emperor. There's no way he'd allow it without justification. Now pay attention to that. That's key. He just said that about the Emperor. Like, you can't have a war without the Emperor saying you can have a war. Well, there wasn't an issue for the invasions of Crossville and Northumbria. The justification was fabricated, and statements from other countries were shut down. The one who set this all up is none other than Gilead Osborne. As his son, I think I have a unique understanding of how dangerous that man is. You don't need to worry so much about that. I feel the same way about my older brother, Rufus Alvarado, the head of the Ironbloods. I suspect he's no mere confidant. I wouldn't be surprised to discover it was he who laid the plans for the invasions and the early stages of the wars. I actually think it was him, so yeah, I say those odds are pretty good. Recently, he's been acting pretty secretive with me. He's even been keeping stuff from Clarence Lecter. The most important thing being information about the Black Workshop. That name again. Yet another group lurking in the shadows of the Civil War. Both my brother and the Black Rabbit were linked to the Noble Alliance. If the invasion is the surface stuff, these guys are definitely the ones behind the scenes. The behind the scene topics. Sorry about that. I felt like I was about to sneeze. Trying to hold it in. That said, the two are more tightly woven together than ever now. I think it's safe to say the Black Workshop is related to the gnomes who once fought the Hexen clan. It seems they cut ties with Ouroboros and have sided with Chancellor Osborne. They also hired the boss and that mask guy. He called himself Azure Siegfried, right? I can't believe it, but both the Masked Man and the Jaeger King flew off in what appear to be divine knights. Between them and the Maiden, I get the feeling something especially ominous is building. Shit. Yeah, it all reminds me of the circumstances that led to the War of the Lions and the arrival of the Infernal Castle. Something buried deep in Erebonia's history and connected to the Divine Knights. I discovered this while searching for my sister. As I mentioned, the spirit veins in Erebonia had begun to pulse faster and faster. Just like during the Civil War, just like the War of the Lions 250 years ago. Following the annexation of Crossville and Northumbria, it's only started to speed up. It's this quickening of the spirit veins that's causing the cryptids, magic knights, and the scarlet paroma grass to appear. I suspected as much. A link between the surface and what's happening beneath. From the sound of it, the only ones who know the full truth are Vita, Chancellor Osborne, Ouroboros, and the Black Workshop. Man, I wish my memory hadn't been erased. It's so frustrating not being able to remember anything from back then. I'm sure homunculi and combat shells are super connected and all of that behind the scenes stuff. Oh, that's right. I forgot. The Black Workshop was where you were created, Milliam. Yep, I'm a homunculus, so I'm technically not human. But besides the part of me that lets me link with Lammy, my DNA is pretty much the same as any of yours. I'm starting to think my growth was stunted, though. Don't know how long my lifespan is supposed to last either. I've heard a bit about that. The Black Workshop. Unforgivable. Yeah, I'm glad we got Milliam and Altina from there, but I can't forgive them for playing with someone's life like that. Yeah, I've been starting to think that recently too. Like, I'm fine with whatever happens to me, but I'm worried about Tilly. I see. It seems you have grown after all. Alright, we got some information from the branch campus earlier. Why don't you tell us the details, Ring? Ah, you mean about the cemetery. Oh, that. We got the same report in the intelligence division. There's a lot of dialogue here, Jesus. What happened? So, try to stay calm, everyone. Okay, he explained about what happened. Okay, stuff with Crow. Are you kidding me? And Angelica's brooch was there? Brooch was there, too? From the sound of it, everything leads back to the Black Workshop. Considering how the boss came back to life, maybe the same thing happened with Crow. Both of them are working for the Black Workshop. No, the gnomes. Are you saying they brought both of them back to life? Emma, do you know of any spell capable of performing such a feat? She does. There's a forbidden spell known as False Soul. But it was only ever attempted by wizards in the Dark Ages, and it's never once successfully resurrected anyone. It was said that most of the subjects became fiends known as Nosferatu. That name rings a bell. If I recall correctly, that was the name of the creature we encountered at Logren Castle. Yep. That monster. The Jaeger King and the Masked Man are certainly nothing like that abomination. I guess there's a chance the gnomes were somehow able to perfect the spell. But I doubt it. True resurrection is something only the goddess is capable of. I see. Trying to think about this stuff is making my head spin. Either way, something very strange is going on right now. And in the midst of it, Angelica and George have both gone missing. About that, I'm having the guild's informers look into their disappearances. Tell Toy to stay strong. Crap. Understood. Many mysteries yet remain, but that should be sufficient for today. We're starting to piece things together little by little. Indeed, we shall continue to look into matters until all is made clear. Now we need to decide as a class on what actions we should take.
There are two things for sure.
Oh, thank God. Voice acting.
We need to stop the war that's been building on the surface before it starts.
This is a lot, bro.
And at the same time, we need to find out what's been going on behind the scenes and prevent whatever disaster's being planned.
I agree completely.
Everything else might be really complicated, but those two goals are set in stone.
This is something only we can figure out, thanks to each of us having branched out on our own.
If we each make the most of our unique situations and pool information,
together, we will be able to overcome any obstacle we may come across.
Right, no matter whether it's on the surface or behind the scenes.
We don't have many allies, nor are we alone.
Agreed.
Let us find those willing to aid our cause. Wait, Milliam, are you okay with all of this? You do realize, standing with us will eventually mean standing against your fellow Ironbloods.
That's right. Fighting cryptids and magic knights is one thing, but...
Think this over and tell us what you want to do, Milliam.
You're gonna ask me that now?
Huh?
Milliam?
I don't remember anything before the past 5 years. But I started to think about some stuff. Like what I am, and what it means to feel sadness. I've been thinking about this stuff ever since I met you guys 2 years ago. I want to learn more about myself. I want to keep being your guys' friend. I like Gramps and Claire and Lecter, but I want to find out what I am on my own terms. I don't like the idea of the Black Workshop controlling what I do and don't know. Even if it means going against Gramps, I'm a member of Class 7 till the end. I'm more than just the Black Workshop's OZ-73, the Ironblood's White Rabbit, and an agent of the Intelligence Division. Reen, Eustace, Elisa, Emma, Fee, Laura, Elliot, Machias, Gaius, Sarah, all you guys. When I cried for the first time, it was all of you who held me close. I'll always put you, my friends, first.
That's what's up.
Milliam.
Everybody gonna cry.
I swear.
There it is.
I think that caught us all off guard.
Oh, the tears.
I had no idea you felt that way about us.
You may not have grown much physically, but you've definitely done a lot of growing on the inside.
Agreed. In that sense, I think it's safe to say you grew the most out of any of us.
Facts.
I suppose we needn't worry about you anymore.
It was silly of us to doubt her after all this time.
You guys just can't resist the chance for an inspirational speech.
Celine be just sitting back listening to everybody like, oh my fucking God. Just get him out of here, please.
Well, now that you've decided what to do, you guys seem more determined than ever. For your more immediate plans, what are you all going to be up to tomorrow?
The new Class 7 and I will continue with our special ops missions. I think it's especially important we capture the Calvardian agents.
I agree.
If we let them roam free, whatever they do could be used as an excuse to start a war.
Yep, just like how Celtic was used to start the Northern War.
I'll continue playing my shows around the city and gather information.
I'll come with you and see what I can find too.
I'll keep following Grandfather and hit up some contacts of mine for info.
Celine and I will continue to investigate the spirit veins around Heimdall.
So the plan's for everyone to gather info, and then we'll all meet up and share notes, yeah?
Yes. Let's stay in contact and be ready to move at a moment's notice.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
All right. At least they got one.
Look at you. You're all so reliable now. But it's getting a bit late. How about we call it a night? I'll set up a call with everyone early tomorrow morning, and we can talk about our plans in more detail.
Yeah, sounds good.
Get some good rest tonight, everyone.
Are you two bracer types gonna stay here for the night?
There are beds on the second floor.
I'll be sleeping at home for the first time in a while. I assume the same can be said of you, Elliot?
Yeah, I called my sister. Gaius will be staying with us tonight.
Thanks again. I appreciate the hospitality.
Oh, I nearly forgot. We have yet to discuss your situation, Gaius.
That's right.
We were unable to contact you for nearly half a year.
You were somewhere outside the country, right?
Yes, but it's quite the tale, so it may be better to leave for next time. We're gonna meet up again before too long, so I'll tell you then.
True.
I guess it wouldn't be fair if I heard it first, huh?
Oh, and I was wondering about that little blonde girl you mentioned seeing, Reen.
I was wondering about that myself.
You said she looked 10 years old. Could be a witch in training?
Well, that isn't right, but I guess it's not wrong either. She went missing and we've been looking all over for her.
Sheesh, her and Vita both just wander wherever they want without telling us a thing. But whatever. I'm sure we'll have to introduce you to her soon.
Now I'm even more curious.
All these secrets.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Okay, so right on that part, right after that, the game itself blocked me from recording the scene because I guess it's a secret scene, and it really doesn't show much. It's basically shows Azure Siegfried on top of the building watching them, and then George, of course, that we know him now from the other secret that we had, like, which I had to record separate because on the PlayStation it just blocks you from watching it. It's like, what the fuck, you know? Like, well, he comes up behind him and he says that he has orders that he had to give to him from the Black Workshop. Well, George says, I prefer if you actually hated me more, because basically, if you hadn't figured it out by now who Azure Siegfried is, and he almost calls him by name, and then it cuts back to this scene right here where these guys are coming down the stairs. So I was gonna go back and record it using my capture card, but it was only like a 30-second scene, and I was just like, there's no point in going through all that, just record it, and I have to go splicing into the other video. It just would just take so much time, and it's just like for 32 seconds it just wasn't that much of a secret scene. It's just, at this point, you know George is Copper Georg, and you got a pretty good idea of who Azure Siegfried is by now. I'm not gonna say it. I'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but you know, it's crazy. All right, let's get with these guys. Looks like there's no getting Lino back. Nothing we can do for him now. At least we don't need to worry about him leaking any info. We're all set with the Heimdall Bank. We just need to hit the VIP area, right? But they're planning a huge sweep of the tunnels tomorrow, right? Now, how would you guys know that? Yeah, they're going to declare martial law. They've got the 4th Division here on standby, ready to go. But thanks to our Ramdas, we should be able to wait out the storm. We'll just need to keep a close eye on things and watch for a chance for our escape. Really weird. How do they know that? There's a lot of stuff they know that they shouldn't. What is this place? One of Heimdall's underground crypts from the Dark Ages, I think. Red grass down here. Ah, boy. What? This grass. Some Nosferatus, huh? Hostile spirits. Activate your Ramdas. These should be no... Oh, shit. We're surrounded. Yeah, them boys got fucked up. Yep. Tough break.
Damned fools.
I'm too late. Were that prodigal child with me, we might have dealt with this together.
Between the gnomes and the snakes, there are too many plots in motion for me to stop on my own. Perhaps I need to create more kin.
Okay. That's out of nowhere.
The day Leanne spoke of is close at hand. If nothing else, I must settle matters from 200 years ago before then. I vow it on the name of the final true ancestor, the one that failed to die, Crimson Roselia.
Yeah, you definitely find out more about her later.
Keep it up.
All right, I think you should have up to that point. I think you get about 33 points. It's like 365, something like that, around that range. Okay. All right. Gonna save here. All right, I'm gonna end here. When we come back, we'll be heading to day 2 of this. I think after day 2 is when everything like everything kind of hits the fan, and but I think day 2 is a lot quicker than day 1. I don't think it's as dialogue heavy. We'll see though. But thank you guys for rocking with me. I appreciate everybody checking out the vids. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. Sorry about there's a whole bunch of dialogue right there, but they talked about all the plans and everything like that. So but the action is coming. I promise you, and it's a pretty great ending and wraps well. It's a pretty good ending. I'll just say that. But it's like it's so straightforward, and we'll get there. You'll see. But thank you guys as always. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.